Welcome to Carol and Gary's See America Tour. Hello again, everyone. After a gut-wrenching 2-hour drive on Easter Sunday morning, Carol, Jasper, and I are now in Yosemite National Park. From the campground where we were staying last week, we had to drive approximately 5 miles up, as in up in elevation, the same winding road in the motorhome Sunday morning that we had driven several times in the car to Sequoia National Park. You have to realize the camera is mounted pointing forward. While driving, my eyes scanned back and forth ahead of us, hopefully seeing obstacles before we get to them, so the drive wasn't quite as bad as this looks. But as we went up in elevation, it got very foggy, reducing my forward vision even more. At the end of Highway 245, we turned west on Highway 180, which was a better road, but it was a busy road into Sequoia National Park. It was a steep incline for miles and foggy. But anyway, as I said before, we are now at Yosemite National Park. Yosemite became a national park on October 1st, 1890. There is still some snow on the nearby peaks, but no snow along the roads as we saw at Sequoia National Park. We stopped at Alder Creek to watch the rushing water. Then we saw this sign posted along the road. I didn't realize that fires were named, but the Ferguson Fire started on July 13, 2018, and eventually burned over 96,900 acres in the Sierra Nevada mountains, an area with steep, rugged terrain and scarcely any road access. Parts of the national park were closed for 3 weeks while the firefighters battled this blaze. The drive through Yosemite is basically a long loop, down one side of the Merced River, then crossing over and driving back on the other side of the river. We came into the park on Highway 41, which eventually turned into Wawona Road. We came to a scenic lookout called Inspiration Point, where we saw this waterfall. I believe this is Ribbon Falls. Ribbon Falls flows off a cliff and is the longest single-drop waterfall in North America. Ribbon Falls is fed by melting snow, so it is dry for much of the year. In the spring, it is a spectacular 1,612 feet. We followed Wawona Road until we came to the Wawona Tunnel. Wawona Tunnel was constructed through solid granite bedrock between 1930 and 1933 at a cost of $850,000. That would be $12.5 million today. The tunnel is 4,233 feet long, the longest highway tunnel in California. Coming out of the Wawona Tunnel was another large parking lot called Tunnel View. Here is a view from the Tunnel View parking lot. On the left is a large rock formation called El Capitan. In the middle back there is another large granite rock formation known as Half Dome. On the right is a large waterfall known as Bridalveil Falls. Above Bridalveil Falls is Sentimental Rock, and then Cathedral Rocks are on the right. We're entering what is known as Yosemite Valley, and we'll be driving closer to these formations, but if we get too close the camera doesn't capture everything. So I'm going to zoom in now and show you Bridalveil Falls from a distance. Bridalveil Falls is one of the most prominent waterfalls in Yosemite Valley. The waterfall is 617 feet tall and flows year-round. There was a parking lot near Bridalveil Falls, with a trail leading up near the base of the falls. We parked and walked this 1,000-foot trail, but as we got close to the falls, decided that the overspray probably wasn't good for the camera, so we didn't stay long. But we did get wet before leaving. Here is some of the runoff from Bridalveil Falls. This is the famous El Capitan, a vertical granite rock formation which is approximately 3,000 feet from its base to its summit along its tallest face. It is a popular objective for rock climbers. As we drove through Yosemite Valley, we saw this meadow, so we decided to stop. This bridge and several others led us around the side of the meadow. The creeks are all full of snowmelt in the spring. Picnic areas were scattered throughout Yosemite National Park. Each picnic table has a bear box. The purpose of a bear box is to keep the bears from walking into tents or breaking into cars to steal food. And based on these stickers on the boxes, the park is serious about you using them. We could clearly see Half Dome from the meadow. Half Dome is another large granite rock formation, got its name for its distinct shape. One side is a sure face, while the other three sides are smooth and round, making it appear like a dome cut in half. The top of Half Dome is 8,839 feet above sea level. We could also see Upper Yosemite Fall and Lower Yosemite Fall from the meadow. Upper Yosemite Fall is larger and continuous, while Lower Yosemite Fall is more broken up, but the overall effect of these two waterfalls is almost continuous. Sadly, once the snowmelt runoff is gone for the year, so are these two falls. We followed a trail to near the base of the lower falls and then realized that there was too much overspray again to risk ruining our camera, so I used my insured cell phone with its OtterBox to take this video. Well, we have seen pretty much everything that was accessible at Yosemite National Park, so I'm going to do some editing, catch up on a couple of items on my honey-do list, then head for San Francisco on Sunday. If you like this video but have not yet subscribed, please do so to be notified of future videos, and feel free to share with your friends. Thanks for watching.